Eric, come on, dude.
All right, guys. I got short notice. Andrew was sick today, so he didn't do the sermon. He usually does it every other week. We alternate. So he asked me on Saturday night if I could prepare something. So I kind of came up with something off the top of the rip, and it kind of focuses on the mind.
Come on, Dave.
I've been talking about the mind for a long time. I've been talking about that for probably about 10 weeks, different verses on the mind. This one is also a verse on the mind. You might not think it is, but it actually is. It talks about remembering. And so remembering, you have to use your mind to remember. So anyway, this verse is full of nothing but promises and protection for God's people. It's Isaiah 43 is the chapter that I'm going to be reading. And it's a good chapter, and God said He will be with you through the fire and through the waters, and He will be. And so then it's full of promises that you can grab a hold on and protections for God's people. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll read it real quick, and I'm going to try that approach that somebody advised me, where they said just kind of talk about it. So I'm going to read it and talk about it. Try not to be too preachy, but I got to be loud though because it's on the bus. All right, but now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee. Since thou wast precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee, and people for thy life. Fear not, I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this, and shew us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say it is true. Ye are my servant, saith the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am He. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. I, even I, am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and have saved. I have shewed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, that I am God. Yea, before the day was, I am He, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? Thus saith the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Sorry, guys. For your sake I have sent to Babylon, and have brought down all their nobles, and the Chaldeans, whose cry is in the ships. I am the Lord your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus saith the Lord, which maketh a way in the sea, and a path in the mighty waters, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together, they shall not rise. They are extinct, they are quenched as tow. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing, now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert. The beasts of the field shall honor me, and the dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert, to give drink to my people, my chosen. This people have I formed for myself, they shall shew forth my praise. But thou hast not called upon me, O Jacob, but thou hast not been weary of me, O Israel. Thou hast not brought me the small cattle of thy burnt offerings, neither hast thou honored me with thy sacrifices. I have not called thee to serve with an offering, nor wearied thee with incense. Thou hast brought me to no sweet cane with money, neither hast thou filled me with the fat of thy sacrifices. But thou hast made me to serve with thy sins, and hast wearied me with thine iniquities. Even I am he that blotted out thy transgressions for my own sake. I will not remember thy sins. Put me in remembrance, let us plead together. Declare thou that thou mayest be justified. Thy first father has sinned, and thy teachers have transgressed against me. Therefore I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary, and have given Jacob to the curse, and Israel to reproaches. So the verse that I'm going to focus on out of that, there was a lot there, but a lot of it summarized was that God said he would be with you through the waters, and when the rivers try to overflow you, they will not be able to. We will be with you in the fire. And if you look at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were cast into a burning fire furnace that was so hot that when the guys threw them into the furnace, the flames came and devoured the guys that threw them into the furnace. It was such a hot furnace, but they didn't die. So that's just a promise right there that you can keep in your own self. I mean, while you guys are out there on the streets and stuff, you realize God's going to be with you through the fire and with you through the waters. No matter where you go, no matter what troubles arise, God's going to be your protector. 24/7. And that's kind of a cool thing to have God as your bodyguard, basically, or something. But the verse I'm going to focus on is Isaiah 43:18. Remember not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Now I'm going to break it down into 2 points. When it says remember not the former things, I'm going to say what it meant for the ancient Israel, what God was saying that verse meant for ancient Israel, and then I'm going to say what it means for us today. And then I'm going to break that down and say what some of the former things, examples of the former things that happened to ancient Israel that God was saying not to remember those or not to focus on those, and the new things that God was going to do. So what it meant for ancient Israel. God did not really want Israel at this time to focus on the former things as much as he wanted them to experience the new thing that he was about to do, which was, he said, I will make a way for them in a wilderness. And so God was about to do some amazing, miraculous thing, and he was wanting them to focus on the new stuff he was going to do. Some of the former things that happened was like the Exodus in Egypt. When the children of Israel were in Egypt, they were under hard bondage and they had to make bricks. And